Hello and welcome to the Men's Marriage Formula Minutes for today. I'm Chris Freet, the founder of Men's Marriage Formula, and again I find myself waiting to pick up my little girl from kindergarten, so I thought I'd take a couple minutes just to say hi and tell you a little story. It's live and I run out of things to say, or I have to process stuff, and seems to come to mind when I say this. However, little story I started off by telling you I'm reading a book, or listening to a book by, his name is Gay, what the heck, your upper, or what, the Big Leap, that's what it's called. and in it, he's discussing your upper limits of success. So if you get too successful, you're going to self-sabotage and bring yourself down a level, to where you're feeling comfortable. Because when you start succeeding and you get up to a certain level, unless you are prepared for it, it's like the proverbial crabs in a bucket. As the crab tries to crawl to the top of or get out of the pail, the other crabs are going to grab him and pull him back down. And so, anyways, in this thing today, I was listening to it, and he said, "Stop and celebrate your successes," and that brought me to a story that happened to me last night. So I like to think I'm fairly technologically proficient. So what I'm doing is I'm uploading these Periscopes onto YouTube. And crap. Oh, and it's still on? Okay, good. I thought phone calls killed my thing, but anyways, that was a minor phone call. What happened was, I'd like to think I'm technology proficient, and so I'm uploading these videos onto YouTube just to have kind of like a permanent follow along for you folks to catch up on my worldly wisdom, if it's so decreed. And so I get an email from YouTube saying I am violating their community standards, and I have no idea what the heck they're talking about, because I don't really cuss in these videos. There's no nudity, there's no violence, it's actually pretty boring. All I'm doing is talking a little bit about marriage. And so they're telling me I'm violating their community standards. And then about an hour later, it tells me my YouTube account is suspended. And I was not too pleased. I actually was quite pissy about it. I had a little hissy fit and was frustrated. And in the meantime, my wife was telling me a story about how she was favorited by a really big Periscope or a social media person. Her name is Shalene Johnson, and she's actually, if you're ever into the social media, thousands upon thousands of followers. And there's that phone call again. But so she's got thousands upon thousands of followers, and one of my wife's followers on Periscope actually tweeted out to Shalene to check out my wife, and Shalene took the time to look at my wife's stuff, and she actually favorited it, which is phenomenal. It's amazing stuff. Apparently someone's trying to get a hold of me. Anyways, it's amazing stuff, and it's something pretty great to get a foothold in the social media game, especially in Periscope or Instagram or any of the social media aspects. To have someone like that recognize you and maybe even give you a little shout out is huge. And so here I was, stuck in my little funk about this YouTube thing, and I was grumpy as all hell, and I was actually quite grumpy with her. And now that I heard this celebrating your successes, I feel pretty guilty that I didn't stop and smell the roses or smell the success with my wife. I should have really chosen to act different. And you'll notice in the future, I'll be talking about choice a lot. And I had a choice last night to be pissy or to just let it drop and celebrate. And I chose the pissy route, which wasn't very keen. So if my wife was watching this or watching the replay, I apologize to you, my dear. I should have been a better husband last night. So, long story with my YouTube thing, I got an email today. I wrote kind of a pissy little comment saying, I don't understand what the heck I did, but can you guys please review? And I got an email today saying, yeah, everything, they established my account for YouTube, so I'm happy. And in the meantime, while I was being all pissy, I was like, wait a second, I have a website. Why don't I just post my videos on my website and host my videos on the website there? So that's what I'm doing. Just in case you guys ever want to catch these videos, you can go to www.minsmarriageformula.com and just go under Periscope videos, and I'll be, I think I'll be doing, separating them into months. So every month that I'm going to be doing this, you can follow right along. So thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. It is about time that I go pick up my little girl. But the long and the short of it is if you have an opportunity to, especially with your spouse, if you have a chance to celebrate some successes, take time out and give her a hug and kiss and say, awesome job, good for you, honey. And it will go a long way in her psyche that you are appreciating her efforts, even if it's just something saying, honey, you're never going to believe this. I cleaned out the closet or the spare bedroom closet last night, and it's finally free of all that junk. And just give her a high five, give her a kiss, and say, great work, dear. It goes a long way in just showing you appreciate what she's doing and what she's trying to bring to the marriage. So until next time, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll be back on same bat time, same bat channel, give or take, tomorrow, and then probably the next day as well. So you folks,